Hi everyone, nice to be back with you. I've had a brush for a little while, an Escoda Versatil. It's a rigger brush, size 10, and I've not really used it, so I thought I'd give it a go on one of my intuitive paintings. So I'm not really sure where it's going to start with. They usually end up as a landscape of some description, but it was just fun using the brush. It holds a lot of water, has a nice bit of flickability, as you could see earlier. Here we go, flicking. And I really quite enjoyed using it. It was lovely to be able to pick up, a number of colours across my palette. And I'm only using a limited palette, as you can see. Yet by stroking the brush across 2 or 3 colours, I could pick up a selection to use, which was really quite nice. And when I wanted to blend out the colours, the water on the brush was more than enough to get the effect that I wanted. Now, as soon as I put the brown on the paper, it all seemed to go a little bit pear-shaped in my mind. I suddenly started to feel that I wasn't enjoying it, although I plodded on because I decided I was going to post it come what may. And it gives you a chance to see that things don't always go according to plan, and that's not a bad thing. It just goes to show that we're all human. The brush is lovely because it's got a very nice tip and can use it very finely, yet the side holds a lovely amount of water and paint. So, the belly of the brush is really quite good. As you can see, I'm using for the trees, or what will become trees, and, the mark making is really quite fascinating, and it's allowing the colours that I've put down to mix and merge together. I didn't really have a plan in mind as to what I was going to do. It just sort of, like with a lot of these things, they develop as you go along. And the blue line that I put down the middle, I was trying to make sure that what I put one side, I put the other side, but in a slightly muted version of it, in the hope that once it was all finished, it would dry. Now, once I started to put the shadows in on the trees, I started to feel a little bit better. I thought, oh yeah, this is starting to come together a bit now. I can feel I can feel where it's going, and I know it's speeded up, but it did take me a little while to do it. But I really was starting to enjoy it, and I thought, yeah, this is nice. I can see what I can do with this. And the colours were blending nicely, and I knew that when it dried, it would dry lighter, and there was plenty of water on the paper. You can see it's a little bit buckled, but it's also allowed me, can you see that running, to add the side of the brush and add extra colours to create the effects that I was hoping would happen. And there they go. It just gets some nice runs going. Then I had a little think, and I thought, well, we'll see what else we can do. So played around with the sky a bit more, put a bit of colour and definition in the clouds, and then it all started to go a bit strange. I put some more brown in under the trees, and okay, weren't too bad perhaps, perhaps it would blend in a little bit. And there we go, the yellow. I went for the brightest yellow I could possibly find. And I don't know what possessed me. I really don't use yellow a great deal, and as you can see, I put the brush down and that was it. I just called it a day. And this is after it's dried. This is a couple of days later, actually. I took it off, I looked at it, I played around with it, I turned it upside down. What can I do with it? What can I do with it? And so I got my pen. I can't see number 4, I think that is. And I just thought, right, let's see what we can do. And it was hard work. I really had to think about it. But that's a good exercise. It really got the brain going. And once I started to settle into thinking, what can I do with this, and get those first lines on, I was getting into my zone and I felt much more comfortable. I forgot about those yellows. And I just started to work with my pen, pick out the shapes that I could see that had occurred with the merging of all the colours. And I just, got in the zone and off I went. And I had a very pleasant sort of 5 minutes or so. I have speeded this up a little bit, so I'll just let you watch what I'm doing, and I'll come back to you in a little while, okay? Hi, I'm back. Just looking to see the things that I can create here. And once I started, the old creative juices got going, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was going to be a complete disaster when I stuck that yellow in, and I wasn't sure where it was going, but I was fairly pleased with it in the end. And it was lovely, therapeutic, and, I really, really enjoyed it. Just a bit more shading on the little cottage in the woods. Little fence going in. And having looked to see what we can do in the foreground. Just a bit of interest so that it doesn't look as if they're floating in midair. And it always surprises me that even paintings that come out as a complete disaster and you had high hopes for them, get a pen out, and it's surprising actually how adding a pen and penwork to some artwork that you might not be overly impressed with can actually make quite a difference. Oh, and there's some birds going in, and I think that's finished. So I wasn't too displeased in the end. I really, really wish I hadn't put that yellow in, but we won't talk about that, okay? So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd love you to subscribe. There's a little bell thing that you can click on that'll tell you when I get more videos posted. I just hope you enjoyed it. I do it for my own pleasure. I'm not sponsored or paid to do these things. I just thoroughly enjoy it. I love posting. I love making videos for you. And thanks so much for watching. See you later. Bye.